Hello, digital world and future Valorant players everywhere. I'm Anna, the team lead on Valorant, and if it wasn't obvious, I'm recording this at home. I even got a nice mic, so hopefully I don't sound too weird. We're all living and working in some uncertain times, so before I start, I want to say I hope you're all doing okay. And for those of you who do get to play Valorant soon, I hope it helps a little. Let's get into it. I want to talk about the impact the COVID-19 pandemic has had on Valorant, both the closed beta and the worldwide launch. I also wanted to talk about what you can expect from the closed beta. First, my top priority is making sure that both the Valorant dev team and our partners around the world are safe and well. So far, we're still feeling pretty optimistic about our launch this summer, but it is super early, and with each week we discover brand new challenges to overcome. Remember that infrastructure we talked about? Rolling out an infrastructure as ambitious as ours requires a lot of traveling and physical shipping of servers. Two things that have definitely been affected by the outbreak. Another thing, QA. We rely heavily on our partners for testing. Quality, hardware compatibility, performance, these are some of our biggest commitments to you. With these folks also moving to a work from home status, our ability to test and fix some of these things has taken a bit of a hit. So yeah, this means we'll have to make some compromises, and we might need to ramp up or react a little slower than we expected. The plan was to bring the Valorant closed beta to as many players around the world as quickly as possible. But for now, we'll have to start by focusing on just the regions where we feel most ready. That means Europe, Canada, and the US will begin the beta on April 7th, with the rest of you following in the months to come. Honestly, as soon as possible. Now about that beta. For those of you who get an invite, we're asking for a little bit of patience. If you've ever been part of a game's beta, you know it can be a bit of a bumpy ride. And in the environment we find ourselves in right now, I think it's safe to say this one might be a little bumpier than usual. We've been calling our closed beta a dress rehearsal. It's our practice run for the big show. We want to make sure we're playing with players as globally as possible, as quickly as possible. We need people from around the world checking this thing out and helping us test our services. But we need to do that carefully. So we'll be ramping up our player count as high as we can to test our services, but we will not be letting everyone in at once, not until we can handle it. Something to keep in mind is that each member of the Valorant team holds their work to an extremely high standard. It's hard to show your work, especially when some of it is feeling not quite ready. But if we wait for everything to be perfect, we'll be losing valuable testing time that this closed beta will give us. So I've asked the team to let their work become very public, even if it's not perfect. That means you're going to see some bugs. Some things are going to feel really polished, other things not so much. Your ping might not be as good as what we're aiming for because physical data centers need to be built and set up. And as I mentioned earlier, that slowed down a little for us, but we are absolutely committed to hitting that experience for you. The reality is, it won't ever be perfect. 10 years of League has taught us that we always need to be listening and ready to react to community feedback. The most exciting part of launching this game is getting to develop it with all of you, to hear what's working and what's not just during the beta, but for years and years to come. We'll always be chasing perfection, as defined by you, our community of players around the world. And the sooner we start that conversation with you, the better. I think we should go for it. I think we should get this in your hands and let you help us get ready. Yes, times are uncertain, but we're all super excited to bring Valorant to the world. It gives us a lot of energy, even as we navigate all these new crazy challenges. For all of you out there, stay strong and stay healthy, and we'll see you in Valorant. Thanks.